Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize.
Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is the dog days of summer. Dog days of summer, right?
What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny stole his belt and put it on. Roll across a spidget.
A spidget.
Dallas. That's Dallas. Yeah. So you've left that's 2 shows in a row that you've left the music genre and went to the television.
I'm hooked on Dallas, man.
You've been watching it?
Old episodes. I'm on season 3 and just ate up with it. Other night in the hotel room, I stayed up to 1 in the morning.
Who shot JR?
That was
Bobby.
No.
Bobby did. Everybody knows Bobby shot
No,
JR.
Bobby didn't shot him.
Lou Ellen.
Sue Ellen's sister did.
Yeah.
You remember that show?
People don't even know what we're talking about.
Do you
I
remember?
bet you everybody watching knows. Probably.
Especially our generation.
Yeah.
Man, I did. I never really watched it growing up. Mom and Dad did.
Yeah.
But I am just it. You remind me of JR. Man.
JR.
Yeah. You the JR of Sports Chat.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Bobby, the kind one, folks, the nice one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's get this thing rolling.
Yeah.
Welcome to the January. Look. Welcome to the January 22nd edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. And as always, for whatever reason, you turned it over to Channel 2, and we sure appreciate it. And, man, we just cruising right through the second half of January. And I saw a meme that said, here we are, January the 43rd. January seems long, man. It just does,
long,
man.
yeah, man.
It always does.
It's always weird about January. I mean, why? So I guess it's called holidays and
I guess coming out of
everybody's back at work and all that stuff. But and you write the wrong year on every. I wrote the wrong year on a check down at the judges' conference past
2022.
Good gracious.
It takes a month or two.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see who this is. Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, you're on the air.
Wally is trying to jinx us from winning this ball game against the 49ers tonight.
Man, Dallas ain't going to win.
I wanted to see a Cowboys-Eagles 3, but I guess I can watch the darned old Niners.
No, you know
what?
what?
It'd be Wally's fault for playing the Dallas theme if they lose.
I didn't think about Dallas playing.
Oh,
tonight.
that's right,
Yeah.
man. He didn't know Bulldog. He didn't know.
We'll let it slide on that, and I guess.
Man, Brian, I tell you what, that Brock Purdy he's too much of a rookie to be worried about anything. That's his problem. He don't even care.
No, he don't. I tell you what. What's going on, fella?
Not much, man. Just trying to stay out of this weather all weekend, man. It was just
Shoot, yeah, it's been muddy all weekend. Good grief, can't even get out and do nothing.
just a slosh fest all weekend.
Yeah.
I had the whole house to myself all weekend because I've been doing stuff, but my wife was up at Junior Miss stuff in Montgomery with Tate Gardner, and they had a big time up there. But I just been at home watching football all weekend.
Yep. You was talking last week about us potentially winning the area in softball this year, and I got to thinking about something. I said our girls is undefeated also in basketball in the area, and it would be a first time ever in school history if the softball and basketball girls won the area championship in the same exact year.
Well, buddy, it's probably coming. It is probably coming because that's I know I called it a prediction, but that was pretty easy prediction. They gonna win the area in softball.
I think so too. They got as good a team as they got, and the coach they got too is going to be a real good. Which he's our special teams coordinator from last year. But hey, you got to give him credit. He come in and in his first year got that special teams going just right. He couldn't get the softball team off on the right foot too.
That's right, and it's good now. And the softball team's already started throwing and catching. So I know a lot of them playing basketball, but some of them are.
They want to get to that smaller round ball, as they say. I know Barber County folks always talk about they'll be glad when football season's over where they can play round ball. And I got to thinking, I said, well, if Barber County plays football with a basketball, they win all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Is Opp going to win y'all's area in basketball?
In the boys, they might. I know our girls is undefeated in the area. They beat
Yeah,
Belleville pretty
I was
bad the other night.
speaking about the boys. Yeah,
Yeah, they gonna win it in the area because they pretty strong. I think that big 6'6" guy that was the wide receiver playing basketball for them.
I got you.
Also wanted to say while I was on here, do y'all remember? It's been about 11 or 12 years ago when Doug Holland first started down there as the basketball coach at Pike County. We had a guy by the name of Kevin Andrews that graduated in 2009. He's going to the Apprentice Hall of Fame for basketball.
Yes, sir. We remember. We're actually
College, as a matter of fact.
we're actually going to do a little spot on him here in about 10 minutes, man. You need to stay. You need to stay tuned in.
I was originally I don't like to bring this up, but I was originally supposed to graduate in his graduating class in 2009. But they had a team back then that went to the when they had the regionals up there at Troy at the old Trojan Arena and lost to Central Haynesville by 2 points in that game.
Sartain Hall. I think I remember that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tell you, it's been a long time since you've had some great athletes like that, especially coming out of these smaller schools like this. You know, it's hard to get a lot of good athletes now.
Yep, that's true. Well, Bulldog, we appreciate you calling, man.
I do too. I'll catch y'all next week, and I want to say this that I was gonna say this, but
Yeah.
right now I'm trying to I'm gonna get me a part-time job that's gonna be going through to football season, but that don't mean that I'm not giving up on the boys. I'm gonna be raring and ready to go when football season starts. So if y'all see me out, if y'all happen to see me working at Crows or somewhere like that, just know it's just until football season, and I'm gonna be raring and ready to roll.
I hear you, man. Well, good luck with it, man. Keep us updated on everything. Shoot us a text, okay?
I sure will, and I want to say this. My Super Bowl pick is the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Chiefs and the Eagles. All right, man. That's a good prediction. Y'all
have a good night.
We'll talk to you later,
Right,
Bulldog. Chiefs and Eagles.
Chiefs and Eagles.
Dallas is 0-0 right now.
I didn't even think about that when I played.
I didn't either.
I got to mention this. I forgot to tell you this, and I didn't put it on show notes. But at the judges' conference, we had this big Mardi Gras reception, and those trail maids, is that what they call them? They've got the big gigantic dresses.
I don't know what they call them.
You know,
antebellum dresses.
Yeah, those dresses. I'm sitting there waiting to go in, and y'all saw the picture that I sent the group. Well, I asked her where she's from. She says, I go to school at Faith Academy. I said, well, we played y'all football. She said, who were y'all? I said, Charles Henderson. She says, our fans were nice.
That's great.
And the player, she said, y'all were very gospel.
Good deal.
And I said, yeah. And she goes, do you know Dave Bush? And I said, oh, yeah. She says, well, my father and Dave were fraternity brothers at Farmhouse. So I text Dave. But anyway, I got to give an early bell ring to Charles Henderson. I think she was a cheerleader there for him.
Okay.
But anyway, I had to give a shout out for that. But that was nice for Charles Henderson, for
fan base to get recognized.
Yeah, to get recognized. There you
good.
Go. All right, going back to our story about 2023 and me writing a bogus check for 2022, but man, it's weird. And I tell you another thing that's weird. I ain't heard a single thing about the national championship game.
Isn't that weird? It was over.
Hadn't heard nothing.
It was look. We do not care. Look, it was such a blowout game. Everybody already given Georgia the win during the week prior to the game, and then everyone just knew TCU wasn't going to be able to play with Georgia, and
he's already said.
Sorry. And he was even to kick off, and then when the blowout started, the public was done with it, man. Move on next year. It was just one of them deals. It was weird. You're right.
Even talking heads didn't talk. Wasn't saying nothing about it.
No, man. It's time to move on to March Madness, I reckon, man.
Good gracious. But anyway, yeah, like I said, March Madness is almost in the air, and this year, Alabama, baby, we got one of the best teams I think ever. And I really believe that Bama, baby, they might be in that top 4. You wait and see.
Oh yeah.
But I tell you one thing,
could be ranked number 1 come tomorrow.
Exactly. But I guess the big shadow of everything was the murder.
Ooh.
Did you see all that, man? That was just horrible.
Golly.
The guy gave the dude the gun.
Yeah.
I mean, he just gave it to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
And unbelievable, man.
It ain't going to matter because Alabama still got Brandon Miller. But, boy, they had just everything rocking and rolling.
Going to them, yeah.
I mean, just everything was going just right. And all of a sudden, boom, player involved in a murder down on the Strip in Tuscaloosa. Just
shortly after the game.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
And but Alabama's got Brandon Miller. I mean, this ain't gonna hurt Alabama team. There he is, right there. And he's everything, man. I'm telling you, man. And Darius Miles was involved in the shooting, but I think that Nate Oates has his hand on the pulse of that team. They're not gonna have any hiccups, man. They're gonna be just fine. They're gonna be just fine. They're that talented, man.
Oh man, got to tell you, I saw a commercial on the Masters.
Always coming.
Oh, it is coming. Man, when we're going to be able to get, maybe Nate can help us out.
Nate.
Calling.
Nate, we need you to call over there as our representative and get us some press passes.
Man, we could do that, man. We could set up and do sports chat with Neil and Wiley right there on the green and stuff. And
interview the players. Interview the players when they come off 18.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, are you going to go? I mean.
Man, look. Okay, it's set for April the 6th through the 9th.
Ooh, that's
and of
softball.
course, I know it's softball, but and then there's practice rounds on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm itching to get back over there. I am. I'm itching to get back over. I've been twice. Once with you,
yeah,
and once with our friend Michael Gregory. And I'm gonna have to check out Addison's softball schedule. And if Michelle and I can sneak over there, we just may do that. She ain't never been. And it's a bucket list for me to take her. It may not be a bucket list for her, but I know what I've seen and what I've witnessed over there. And so it's a bucket list for me to take her over there. I want her to see it, the Masters, and the players as well. So yeah, we might sneak over there.
That'd be, I won't never forget when I did go, and you and I, of course, we were bragging, hey, we got tickets. Yeah. And Tony Mitchell, remember old Tony?
Yeah,
was our
golf pro at the country club.
He said, Wally, do me one thing. I said, yes. He goes, I need you to bring me one thing back. I said, oh, yeah, I guess.
Anything, yeah.
He said, find me a weed and bring me a weed.
There ain't none.
There ain't a weed sight in that.
There ain't a weed on the premises.
Man, you
might can reach through the chain link fence and get one.
But he was right. There ain't a weed on that thing, man.
No, man.
Okay. Anyway, hey, speaking of Bulldog,
this is what Bulldog Johnny was talking about.
I'm talking about. We saw where former Pike County Bulldog standout player Tevin Andrews was inducted to the Apprentice College Hall of Fame.
That's big.
Last week, during the Apprentice career, Tevin became the third leading scorer in school history, totaling, listen to this, Neil, 1,647 career points, and finishing in the top 10 of 15 statistical categories at the school.
Yeah.
He was a 3-time USCAA All-American and helped guide the Builders to 2 straight USCAA national tournament appearances.
He was really special for them.
Wow.
Coming right out of there. And, that's big time for Tevin Andrews. Bulldog kind of took our thunder away.
Yeah,
how did he know? We didn't show him the script.
Oh, what in the world?
But anyway, that's big time right there. Brundage, Alabama, and the surrounding small communities around Brundage, have they not just produced some big-time athletes over the years?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, there's been some good athletes come out of Pike County. I meant Pike Liberal Arts. There's been some good athletes come out of Goshen. There's been some good athletes come out of Charles Henderson. But, folks, Pike County High School has put out NFL, Major League Baseball, basketball. It's just really, really something to shake your head at, to nod at, and pat them on the back. There's some big-time athletes over there. And speaking of basketball and March Madness, we will have our NCAA bracket contest coming up, just as we just concluded our bowl pick contest. By the way, I was able to hand out our prizes this
that,
last
man.
week
Yeah, I
right
saw
there.
that, dude.
And since I was able to hand out the prizes, I grabbed some photos. And first place in our bowl contest was a $50 gas card sponsored by All Star Collision, and that went to Mr. Bruce Horn. And there he is with me and him holding that $50 gas card. And
I'd have get him
man,
2
he
gallons.
was giddy, man. He's like, yes, sir, $50 gas card. And you know, gas is expensive, but $50 is $50. And then second place in our bowl pick contest was a $30 gift certificate to Francesca's Italian Restaurant on the Square, and it went to Josh Sinclair. And there's Josh getting his $30 gift certificate, man. And all these guys, man, they were like, we love y'all's contest, man. We love y'all's contest.
There you go.
Yeah. And last but not least, but third place was a free service and balance and tire rotation at Road Mart here in Troy, and that one went to Danny Lee. And we all know Danny Lee.
Man.
And he's a Troy boy and works for the city and does a great job. And there he is with his free certificate to Road Mart here in Troy. And we appreciate Jason Floyd, manages Road Mart and does a great job. And just awesome, man. Just
Yeah,
to be able to give
hey,
those people those
Yeah,
certificates.
thank
It's so
you.
fun.
Y'all get a bell ring, All-Star Collision, Francesca's, and Road Mart for supplying those, man. They don't have to do that, but they do. They love us, and man, people just...
You reckon people would sign up for our contest if we didn't have giveaways?
You might have a couple, but nah. I mean,
Yeah.
got to have that.
That's
love
right.
out there, man.
Man, I've been watching the news outlets really close, and all week, man, I've been looking for Nick Saban to announce his next defensive coordinator. But crickets.
Well, social media's already got
Yeah.
Jeremy Pruitt.
They
That's what
did.
everybody-
Yeah.
There you go. That's who's coming. Is what they say.
That's what
man.
social media, man. They,
But, you know, hey, let me ask you. You think really Pruitt can come back? I mean, with all the baggage he has.
well, there's kind of been a precedent set over the last couple of years. Yes, he can come back. He can, and I'm telling you, man, that maybe what's taking so long. That right there, you said, can he come back? He's going to have to get SEC clearance because what all went down. That may be why they have not named a defense coordinator right there. The athletic department of Alabama may be going through all the hoops with the SEC front office to clear Pruitt to get back in the SEC. Yeah, he can come back, and it could be him. I know you're making fun of social media. Already tagged him, and they have. Social media is going nuts, Jeremy Pruitt, but it could be him for real, Wally.
You know, it took a while for Lane Kiffin to come. You know, the USC just left him on the tarmac.
Yeah.
So he had to hitch a ride back.
He had to call an Uber.
Call an Uber to come get him. But that,
Yeah.
you know, I just remember Lane. It took Lane a while to come back because all the stuff that he did at Tennessee and
Right,
stuff.
right,
So,
yeah,
anyway, but unbelievable, man, unbelievable. Well, another thing, Bill O'Brien. He going to the NFL yet? Is he already?
Not yet.
gone?
Right. As of we're doing this show, he's still the offensive coordinator at Alabama. But man, I've read several articles where people are saying that he's interviewed with NFL teams. So it sure looks like he'll be gone any day. It really does. It really does.
Well, reckon who social media will hire after he leaves the NFL. Who they got coming?
Well, they got Pruitt hired.
They got Pruitt.
They already got Pruitt hired. I don't know.
And when who's coming?
Man, you know, that's a good question, man, because there's I don't know. I don't have an idea, but Saban will get somebody that's talented, proven, and high scoring to come in there, man. Someone that can recruit like crazy. If I was you, I wouldn't worry about it, Wally. I wouldn't, because Saban gets assistant coaches about like he gets recruits. If he wants an assistant coach, he gets it.
Guess who I heard? This is from a source that told me to keep his name out of it.
Keep it down under the table,
Keep up.
cuz.
Cutcliffe.
Cutcliffe. Now Manning's already at Texas. Now he'll have to
just
transfer.
Telling you, Cutcliffe.
If David Cutcliffe comes to Alabama, then Arch Manning will have to transfer because he's already
all in the works.
NIL, everything out
That's
there.
all in the works.
Yeah, well,
you wait
yeah.
and see, man.
Yeah.
Wait and see,
But
man.
if Saban can recruit the players and coaches, buddy.
Well, let me tell you. Hey, anyway, folks, we're going to have a great show tonight. Neil's going to read the sponsors. We're going to take a short commercial
Yep,
break and come
yep.
back, and we're going to rock and roll.
Yeah, the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen. These are our commercial sponsors, by the way. Pig Cafe. Hook's Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique on the Square, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, A1 Services, UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Severa, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, Attorneys at Law, Southern Grill and Patio, Bill Jackson Ford and Chevy, Tyler Transport Trucking, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, Eddie Bentley's Dentistry in Laverne, Max Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating with Mr. Matt Johnson, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, and Firehouse Subs. Wally's right. We got a good show lined up. Check out these commercials. We'll be right back. Hey.
Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring off the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Glow to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Glow for all your needs up on the Square. Glow Boutique. 3, 2. Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate.
Hey, he's out of there, baby.
What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. Over here. What? The ball
right down the
bounced in
middle.
front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately.
Oh, man.
Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store?
My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file.
Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're gonna run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies, cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brother Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Man, did you see the size of that crowd, man?
Man, the Pompadour's that big down here, dude.
I don't know what it is, man. It must be these shirts.
Oh, yeah.
They like these shirts, man. Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn and Montgomery.
And heck yeah, man, they even go good, even salt water they can.
Saltwater fishing. Deep South Apparel in Montgomery. Call Pete Van Horn. Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town. Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. What? What are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse?
Bill, they said for a fireman get free subs, man.
They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts.
Oh, discounts.
But they know you're not a fireman.
Yeah.
Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Hey, Wally. What in the world? You got all these fans in the window, man.
Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins and about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins.
What is it, smoky in there?
Yes.
And
These fans are going to help, I think.
The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration. No mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
That ain't Dallas.
You make me feel like dancing. That's the Dallas intro.
Hey,
I remember that like it was yesterday, man.
I know.
Woo! Woo! Who's that, man? I had to look it up myself because I didn't know.
Oh my goodness, I forget.
One hit wonder, Leo Sayer.
Leo Sayer.
Never heard of him.
Well, hey, you know why Nate put the Dallas thing up there, don't you?
What?
Because they just scored a touchdown.
7-3 Dallas.
Whoa.
They get
That
extra point?
field goal kicker.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. You don't know about the extra point with him.
6-3.
It ain't up there.
He missed the field goal.
No, he did.
It says 6-3.
Yeah, they just hadn't updated the extra
No,
point.
they normally update it just like that. Look at that. Oh, they've already kicked off. 6-3.
Oh, my goodness,
That dude
y'all.
another.
That boy has missed another extra point. Bless him.
Unbelievable.
His mom and daddy are watching. That's all I can think about is mom and daddy. That boy missed 4 extra points last week and has done miss one tonight.
Oh, my goodness, man. Well, hey, man, we got to do our Facebook funny. Speaking of funny.
Oh, I just got a text. It was blocked.
Oh, blocked. Oh.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Awesome. What is this? Found a spider in the house. Now what do I do next?
Is that Hennigan
Look
getting
at
stuck
all,
on?
look at all that tape in that cup, man. How can Dawn soap clean a duck after an oil spill, but not a bowl after a spaghetti night?
That's true.
Every Tupperware piece is diet water. What in the world, man? How can you have diet water? Why are we not selling diet water? We'd be rich.
Man, we didn't think.
Diet water. Come on, folks. Really? What you see versus colorblind people see. This is heartbreaking. Red lobster, fresh fish, live lobster, lobster, fresh fish, lobster. Just
I don't
lobster.
get that.
Nate.
They can't see the red.
Oh,
They just see lobster.
colorblind.
Gotcha.
They don't see the red, Wally.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Nate, you can't be giving us some sophisticated ones now.
Good. Great.
That was good.
I gotta stick to the spaghetti joke.
Still spaghetti jokes, yes.
That's the dang truth, though, man.
Every Tupperware piece in my house is stained
Just,
like
I
that.
can't even find half my Tupperware
The
lids.
tops. Where are the tops? Where do
That
they go?
socks I have just problems with, man.
I don't know, man.
I can't.
But in this one drawer, there's about 38 tops that don't fit nothing.
Do you know I'll go on? But I actually got a sock drawer of
Socks that don't do
that
nothing.
don't match. That's why I just normally go by thickness. Somebody asked me the other
Your
day.
socks don't ever match, do
Somebody
they?
said, "Man, your socks are not match." I said,
But they're both the same
But
thickness.
they're the same thickness. I did say that the other day. Okay, man.
We do have a sports show.
We do have sports, Joe. That's right.
Yep.
Let's start over in Enterprise. Enterprise head coach Ben Blackman, man. I saw this the other day.
Yep.
Has been selected to the head coach of the Alabama All-Star in the Alabama-Mississippi football game that's coming up. Nice feather in his cap, and I'm sure he's going to do a good job.
Yeah,
man.
that is, man. And last week we reported that Charles Henderson's dominant right tackle Connor Jones picked up 2 offers from Delta State and Lane College, and then, if y'all will remember, me and Wally both looked at each other and said, "Man, there's got to be a D1 offer coming down the pipe." Don't y'all remember we said that live on the show last week? Well, guess what? We talked them up, Wally. You reckon the Troy coaches were watching Sports Chat with Neil
I bet
Wally?
they are. I bet they are.
All right. Well, Connor picked up 2 more offers this week, and one of them was from Troy University. And that's the one he's been waiting for. And he also picked up one from West Alabama as well.
Yeah, that's Coach
Good
Gillen
job,
over
Connor.
there. Coach Gillen over
Yeah,
in West
Brett.
Alabama.
That's Brett.
Remember, he's a little bitty old kid
Oh, yeah.
when we were in high school.
Yep.
Yeah, sure enough. Okay, speaking of Connor Jones, he and Philip Scott both visited West Alabama yesterday.
There they are.
Had a great visit, and it's always great to see these players getting out, seeing these college campuses.
Isn't that cool, man? Them to get out and travel around, and daddies and mamas and coaches taking them all the way around, man. And speaking of visiting college campuses, Wally, Zarian Mack, the nose guard from Charles Henderson, and Zion Grady, the 5-star defensive end, visited Florida State yesterday. And both Charles Henderson players are young, got more football to play over at Charles Henderson, but they are getting to go on visits, and that's awesome. And I know they had a big time in Tallahassee, man. There they are right there in their Florida State uniforms. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
pretty neat. And also saw where Zion Grady picked up 2 more other big offers. One comes from 2-time defending national champion, Georgia Bulldogs.
Just Georgia offered him. That's all.
And one from Texas.
Yep.
Offers are piling up on him, buddy. I mean,
They are, man. They are. And now 5-star Alvin Henderson in Elba's got 60 offers. I'm waiting on Zion to get 60.
Oh, he'll get it.
He'll get it, man.
He'll get it.
Yeah. As we reported last week, Pite Liberal Arts has hired Philip Coggins to be the head coach of the football program. Coggins comes from Chilton County High School, where he was a defensive coordinator. Prior to that, he was 1A Billingsley, where he had a record of 14-19 over 3 seasons. But Billingsley, all his teams made the playoffs while he was there. Prior to that, he was the head coach at Highland Home, where he was 19-6 in 2 seasons. Really good record at Highland Home. Did a nice job there. And Pite Liberal Arts has announced a meet and greet with Coach Coggins, and that'll be this Tuesday, January the 24th, at Pike Liberal Arts Gym, and they're going to start that about 7 o'clock, Wally.
Yeah, we need to try to get him on the show too.
Yeah, we
next
do.
week. We'll
Yeah.
give him a call.
Yeah.
Back over to Charles Henderson High. KK Hobday of the Charles Henderson girls basketball team is committed to continue her education, playing career at Shelton State.
Boom. Way to go, KK.
I know she's going to do great things over at Shelton State. We'll need to watch her closely to see where she lands after a few years at Shelton.
Yeah, what you think she moves right across the street
I
to
think
Alabama, or comes back to Troy, or what?
I got a funny feeling she'll probably come back to Troy, man. I mean, I really do.
Yeah, she'll move on after Shelton, that's for sure. But we'll keep an eye on that. But congratulations, KK, on that. And hey, we got another football job opening in the Wiregrass, Wally.
Saw that.
Yeah, last week we told you that Ashford's coach stepped down, and now this week's Dale County's coach stepped down. Mr. Luke Tucker has left the program, the Warhawk program. He is headed for Belgreen, which is way up in North Alabama. And we'll keep an eye on things down there in Midland City and see who Dale County hires. And we're going to keep watching Ashford, too, to see who they hire.
Yep.
So Ashford and Dale County are on the search for head football coaches.
Belgreen. That's he
way
must
up
have
there, man.
family or something
Yeah.
way up there, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep.
And more offers from over at Charles Henderson. Zach Coleman, Charles Henderson's talented running back, and Jawan Boyd both received offers from North Alabama Lions.
They did, and Nate's saying we need to take a break, so let's take a break right here. We're not quite done with the high school announcements and commitments and all that, but let's take our second break of the night. We'll be right back.
Hey, Wally, what you got us out here in this field for? Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat. A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What? Got it on Facebook. Facebook? Yes, sir. The USS Alabama? Yes, I got to get some insurance. Well, you're going to need to call the Grease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy? You got a trailer, don't you? I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs. Look at this, what we got, Sully. What are you doing, Wally? Man, game warden gave me a ticket, Bill. Game warden gave you a ticket? Are you hunting on the right property? Well, I thought this was my property right here, man. Do you know where the lines are? Not really. Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS Group, 403-4234. Give them a call. Do I get a get-out-of-jail-free card? No, you don't get a get-out-of-jail-free card. Man, what in the world? You just dang T-boned me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner? Well, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-boned me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All she's worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You got any donuts? Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down.
Yeah, cruising right along, man, just running around Troy.
Hey man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hook's Barbecue, man.
Oh, that's
Hook?
Hooks? Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on! Good Lord, what in the world?
Hooks, baby.
Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious.
Neil, call Jason Jones.
What is it?
Out of oxygen, man.
Out of oxygen? You got your snorkeling device right there. What do you mean you're out of oxygen?
Oh, all this is to show people where you are, man.
What's that? Why do you can breathe through that?
I need to call Jason.
Unbelievable. Jason, can you bring some oxygen from Jones Medical Supply down to St. Andrews State Park at the Jetties? Wally needs some oxygen. Call Jason Jones for all your oxygen needs. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Hey, what's going on today?
This is Do you know this guy? He comes here every day for breakfast and lunch.
This guy over here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do know him.
Man, look at the size of this chicken right here, man.
Oh my God, Wally, how many days in a row have you eaten here?
Every day, brother.
Come out to the Pig Cafe Monday through Friday, breakfast and lunch. The biggest cat head biscuits for breakfast and the crispiest fried chicken for lunch. Come out to the Pig Cafe.
Old Dukes of Hazzard. Hell, I can see I can see old Bo and Luke sliding across that General Lee.
Yes, sir.
Dukes of Hazzard.
You know, they came on then, after that, Dallas.
Right.
And then after that, Dynasty.
How do you remember the sequence?
It just burns in your mind. I can't do an algebra figure, but I can tell you
What's the Pythagorean theorem?
I can tell you what was going on in 1978 on Friday night.
In order.
In order.
Unbelievable.
In order.
All right, folks. We'll shoot over to Coffee County and back over to Enterprise High School. Their talented running back, Michael Johnson, received an offer from Troy University as well. And, man, I'm telling you what, he'll be a big addition to the Trojans running back room. Very, very talented running back out of Enterprise. And he's been offered from Troy University, and hopefully he takes that offer.
That's good. And staying over in Coffee County, let's move over to Jack. Zion Chapel's Sean Smith gets an offer to play football next level at McPherson College. And that's pretty awesome, Mr. Smith.
Nate, what position does he play? Is he center or guard or tackle? You're not sure? He's a lineman. Got you.
Football. He plays football.
Got you, Nate. Got you. Man, I'll tell you what, Wally. I know we're going to make it down the show to the high school basketball segment, but we need to recognize that Charles Henderson has landed a high ranking. Man, they're 7th in 5A in the state, and this past week, they added to their very good season by securing the regular season area championship by defeating the Carroll Eagles of Ozark, man. So a big congratulations to the Trojans on the basketball program on that accomplishment. Go on and win the area tournament as well, but you are the area champions, and that's something to hang your hat on.
Congrats,
yes, sir.
Congrats, man. And search is over in Geneva, but they named Jamal Harris the high school coach at Geneva High.
There he is.
He was a 1996 Wicksburg graduate who attended Arkansas. He briefly played football in the Canadian League and Arena Football League, and has been assistant coach and defensive coordinator over in Dothan, Enterprise, Eufaula, and Rehoboth prior to the hiring.
Yeah, I think that's a good hire in Geneva right there. Lots of experience. He knows what's going on. He's played in the professional levels and in the SEC level right there. I think Coach Harris will do a nice job at Geneva, don't you?
Oh, heck yeah.
I really do. Moving right on into the high school basketball segment right here. Let's run some scores down real quick, Wally. Opp 57, Kinston 48, Houston County 56, Ashford 45. Eufaula 70, Headland 44, Andalusia 78, Slocum 39, Florida 67, Houston County 37, Dothan sneaks by Enterprise 49-43, and that was an overtime game.
Oh, wow.
Abbeville 66, Ayrton 54, New Brockton 39, Daleville 36 in a close game. Laverne gets the best of Goshen 70-44.
In Providence 43, Northside 39. Barber County 81, Abbeville 76. That was high scoring.
High scoring game.
And Geneva 63, Dale County 51, Opp 70, New Brockton 54, Geneva County 68, Wicksburg 37, Dale County 79, Slocum 59, Opp 63, Pike County 57, Highland Home 39, Goshen 15. That was a low score.
Yeah, the low one.
And Eufaula 58, Abbeville 47.
Yeah, and you see Opp 63-57 there with Pike County. Pike County gave them a good game. Opp's going to be the area champions according to Bulldog.
Yeah.
But Pike County played them good.
But Enterprise, man, they're defending
7A state champs.
It seems like every Sunday night I read off that they lose a game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they did win one this week. We'll call some names here in just a minute. But you're right. How about this, Wally? Houston Academy has won 21 games in a row at home.
Gosh.
That's a heck of a streak right there, brother. Mm-hmm. And they defeated Deerfield Windsor out of Georgia 37-29 yesterday to extend that streak to 21. And I'm going to tell you what, anytime you win 21 in a row at home, you get recognition from Sports Chat right there, buddy. That's 21 in a row is tough in high school basketball.
Heck yeah. And Brantley gets the best of Highland Home this week, 67-59 for Brantley. Keldrick Brown Neely scored 21 and had 11 rebounds, and Jaden Parks had 20 points.
Yep, and you were saying Enterprise been losing on the show every Sunday night, but they did get one this week, Wally.
All right.
Enterprise rides up to Montgomery and gets a win over Lee High School by a single bucket, brother. It was a close one, 64-62. 5 Wildcats scored between 9 and 13 points, with Tucker Wadsworth leading the way with 13. Eric Winters had 11, Hines 10. Both Dunlap and Jordan Knight all had 9 points each for the Wildcats.
There you go. And the Carroll Eagles roll over Rehoboth 73-46. Dakota McLeod had 23 points, Peyton Plott 17, Lakeith Pearson 14, and Xavier Womack 13 for Carroll.
Yeah, you know, in football we call Dakota McLeod and Lakeith Pearson's name left and right.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, you're right.
On the gridiron right there for the Carroll Eagles. Charles Henderson runs their record to 14-5 overall and 4-0 in the area, and they beat Greenville by 20, 73-50 this past week. Jaden Spearman had 21 points, and Austin Cross had 11 to lead the Trojans in that Greenville game. The Trojans also downed Carroll this week, 66-50, in a game where the Trojans got 26 points from Jawan Boyd and 15 from Austin Cross. Carroll was led by Lakeith Pearson, who else, with 22, and Miles Ansley with 10.
Good gracious. Pike County got a win this week over Dale County, 65-53. Michael Walker had 15 points, Marcellus Hobbity 14, and Jadarian Burney 13 for Pike County. Moses McDowell led Daleville with 26 points.
You know, I got a question on all that. I need to know if Jadarian Burney is any kin to the Burney that went to Shelton State 2 years ago and was rumored to be coming to Troy and was just a monster on the basketball court for Pike County about 2 or 3 years ago. What was his first name? Burney.
I forget.
Bulldog, let us know if Jadarian Burney is any kin to the other Burney that was so tall and so talented from Pike County about 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, yeah, let us know.
Yeah. Zion Chapel got the best of the Goshen Eagles this week, 71-64. Jacob Chestnut had 26 points, and Mason Stewart had 16, while the Grantham brothers, Slade added 14 and Leighton 10 for the Rebels. For Goshen, Mikael McBride and Jaden McNabb both had 15 points each, and KJ Bristow for Goshen had 10.
And the Elma Tigers took down Pike Liberal Arts this week, 66-37. Cody Gray had 16 points, Cameron Gray 11, and both J.T. Coleman and Alvin Henderson 10 points apiece. Will Rice had 13 points, and Levi DeBoer had 8 points for Pike Liberal Arts.
Man, I got to give my neighbor a shout out right there. That's 2 Sunday nights in a row that Will Rice has been the leading scorer for Pike Liberal Arts Patriots, and that's Bobby Rice's son, my next door neighbor.
Yep.
So Will, keep filling it up, buddy. I hear you. Zion Chapel got another big win this past week. They beat Laverne, and man, it was a thriller, Wally. 71-70. And Leighton Grantham scored a putback with 17 seconds left to give the Rebels the win. Slade Grantham led all scorers with, get this, 30 points, while Joseph Leager scored 13 and Jacob Chestnut 12 for Zion Chapel. Laverne was led by Jaden Harris with 19 and Jordan Johnson with 13. Mr. Grantham, with 30 points against a talented Laverne Tiger team, that's more than enough, brother, for you to be our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. Slade, you win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy, and that is Slade Grantham. Congratulations. And we were talking off the air. That's 2 Zion Chapel Rebels basketball players this year that have stepped up enough to win a pizza. That's impressive in itself. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Speaking about knocking it out, we do have a commercial break on it. So we'll be right back. Don't turn that dial.
What in the world, man? I come over to check on things. What are you doing trying to beat that bush up?
Neil, my trimmer battery went dead, so I had to get this bat and try to trim this up.
You're not going to be able to knock it out with a bat. You got to call professional bush trimmers like Blake Turner with Turner Mowing. 465-0600. Call Blake Turner. You're going to fall off that ladder, man. Just quit right now and let's call Blake Turner. Hey, call Blake Turner, 465-0600 for all your yard needs. Why in the world? Why are you measuring this gigantic air conditioner out here at this warehouse?
Neil, I'm putting a brand new unit in my house, man.
You cannot put an air conditioning unit this big at a residential house. You need to call Terry Moats with A1 Services. He'll get the square footage of your house, put you in an air conditioner, heating unit, everything you need. Call Terry Moats at A1 Services. You don't need a unit that gargantuan. Call Terry Moats at A1 Services, 566-4220. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Deal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to deal my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's, 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you going to buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire, you know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
Man, that's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one. I done hit one for you.
I got a good one, man.
Now, is that Sting or is that the police?
That's police. That's the Sting's. That was message. No, that was synchronicity. I think that was all synchronicity.
Yeah, so it was the police. It wasn't just Sting.
No, it
because I get them mixed up. I don't know who.
Yeah, well, when you hear Sting, you just automatically think of the police.
Yeah,
man. But yeah, what a great! You get a bell ring.
I got a bell. I got one for you.
Better than that. Hocus Pocus stuff.
Hocus Pocus.
You play one hit wonders. I'm in my pajamas tonight. They got the number 2 in 1973.
Well, it's probably a good song.
I'm sure it was, man. All right, let's talk a little football, man.
Yeah.
Well, back what I said earlier in the show, Bill O'Brien needs to go to the NFL, and Nick Saban needs to hire Jeremy Pruitt back to lead our defense. But I'm still hearing that Charlie Strong could be the leader for that job. All jokes aside.
Well, Charlie Strong would be good, but now that we know we got insight on David Cutcliffe, I don't know about Charlie Strong. I know the fan base is yelling for Jeremy Pruitt, but Charlie Strong would be a huge hire, man. He would be a good one.
Yeah, and, he flopped a couple times, head coach at Texas and again at South Florida. But Saban loves the rehabilitate.
I wouldn't say he was a total flop, though. I mean, he had bad records, but he just didn't win any national championships at those schools.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin was kind of a head coach flop, wasn't he?
Yeah.
When he was hired as the offensive coordinator at Alabama for the Saban rehab program. So, you just never know, man. Charlie Strong, yeah, I see where you're coming from on that flop. He didn't get it done at Texas. And then he went to South Florida and his record was no good. Maybe he's not set out to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd be just right as defense coordinator for Saban. But
like Wally was saying in the intro, and you know the social media's already hired Jeremy Pruitt, so they got to move forward, man. Man, I know I brought this up last week, Wally, but what about Hugh Freeze, man, and what he's been able to do in his first 4 weeks at Auburn. Recruiting has gone from 56th to 15th, and I mean some really good players also coming in the transfer portal that are now on campus at Auburn. Now I know Hugh Freeze he ain't won the first game, man, but off to a dang good start with recruiting, man, and he has not. The only thing that worries me right now is, and do you agree with me? He has not gotten that big splash name to transfer to play quarterback for Auburn. We need a quarterback.
Well, you know, you took words out of my mouth, man. I was fixed to say that. I still don't have that SEC caliber QB on the roster, but I know of Robbie Ashford he was all right, man. I'll give him that. Probably a little better this year, but didn't appear to me as a SEC quality type, quarterback.
He wasn't, Wally.
No QB transfers. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, like I said last week, SEC's so much interesting and it's so much better when Auburn is in contention and does real good. I mean, it's just
and Robbie Ashford, he's from Hoover, played at Hoover High School, went to Oregon, transferred to Auburn. Incredible baseball player, incredible athlete. But you hit the nail on the head. He's not the SEC caliber quarterback. He's easy to root for. He does a great interview. He's a good-looking kid. Yes, sir. No, sir. Easy to root for. But it was obvious. It was obvious, Wally, wasn't it, that he just was not an SEC caliber quarterback. So back to my point that I just said 2 or 3 minutes ago. Get Hugh Freeze. 4 weeks, boom, 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 knocking it out of the park. But where's the quarterback? Where's the quarterback?
Is the I guess transfer portal still hot and ready? Isn't it? I mean,
where's the pretty much all the big name quarterbacks that were in the transfer portal, Wally, have already committed to the colleges they're going to transfer to.
Okay.
So maybe JUCO, maybe. I just don't know. I do know, and I don't know his name. I apologize. I have to look it up. But I read where one of his highly recruited quarterbacks at Liberty has transferred to Auburn. 3-star guy. He thought he was good enough to recruit him to Liberty, and he thought he was good enough to transfer him to Auburn. Is he the guy? Is he the guy? Is maybe he's SEC caliber. We'll see. We'll find out. Nate, we got one more commercial we do, but I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I just, you put stars on people, and sometimes stars don't matter. So maybe the kid that transferred from Liberty, Hugh Freeze, saw something in him and said, "Hey, I need you at Auburn." Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, we're up against this last break, like Nate said, so we'll be right back. Don't turn that dial.
Breaker 19, I got cleared for a takeoff in Troy.
Whoa, Mr. Neal, Mr. Neal, what is he doing?
I don't know what he's doing. Wally, you don't have a pilot's license. I've already told you. I'm sorry, ma'am. Look, you got a CDL license. You need to call Tyler Transport at 566-7474. They're hiring every day. Those beautiful 18-wheeler rigs got those glide packages. Call Tyler Transportation if you need a job driving. Here I come. Get out of here. Good gravy. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Put it in reverse. I need a mechanic. Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke? I watched a YouTube video. Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mart where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry. I meant Wally. 566-3413. Road Mart, 231 North in Troy. It's so good to be back at Preston. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry. You ready?
What are you doing?
Kelly Taylor.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston's. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours.
Oh, where Preston's on?
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Taylor.
Hey Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundy. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundy?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundy's. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundy's. Thank you.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm gonna give him one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the States. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Trawick, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
That hurts.
What's wrong now?
Rattlesnake done bit me.
Unbelievable. Well, why are you at Southern Animal Hospital with Dr. Steve Bear?
Dr. Bear told me he had some antivenom for
Oh
me.
my goodness. Now he does have a vaccine for dogs to help protect from venomous snake bites. He also has antivenom to help protect animals from snake bites, but not for humans. Goodness gracious, we got to go to the ER. The mother shattered dreams, feel like I could run away.
Sounds like the outfield, but I know it ain't.
Yeah, it could be the outfield. It's a one-hit one. I went for the one-hit wonder because you made fun of it.
Who was it?
It's a big group called The Baby.
The Baby.
Yeah.
Boy, they hit it. They hit it. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Hey, man, we didn't even say anything about David Crosby passing away.
I know, man. We miss that. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
And Nash.
And Nash.
And Nash.
And Young.
And Young, yeah.
And Young, yeah.
Hey, Dallas and San Fran knotted up 6-6.
Yeah. Interception a while ago.
Yeah. Hey, we knew there was we got just a few minutes left in the show. We knew there was going to be some really good news stories come out of Boulder, Colorado when they hired Dion, but dang, Wally, he's already landed the #1 defensive back in the recruiting in the nation. Wow, man. And remember, folks, there they are, the two players on the right. Remember now, he landed the #1 defensive back in the nation last year at Jackson State. And that kid transferred to Colorado, Wally.
Wow.
So, as it stands right now, the Colorado Buffaloes have the top 2 defensive backs in the nation according to recruiting rankings, man. Man, we talking the Colorado Buffaloes, Wally. We talking Colorado.
Kind of scares me for Zion Grady. He's probably going to be the #1 in when he's said and done. Is he going to be heading out to Colorado?
Wow.
Talk to Zion.
Need to talk to Zion on that.
Zion, I know you watch the show, man. You know it snows out there in Colorado.
Cold out there in Boulder. It's cold out there, Zion.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
But
they're going to be
they're
more,
gonna be
man.
more,
Just like
yeah.
I said, you watch, there's going to be bigger news. Deion can make the big news, and that's what he's in the business for. The proof is all in the pudding, though. Will he be able to coach those big games and that out there? And we'll have to wait and see, man. He might can, but he might not be able to pull it off. Coach is not easy, especially at that level.
That old saying, the proof will be in the pudding. When those Pac-12 games get tight in the fourth quarter, he's got to make those big decisions and call those big plays and go for it on 4th and 1. Or punt it down to the goal line, or try a long 50-yard field goal, or punt it, or them coaching decisions. Take a timeout here, no, hold it, take a timeout later. The proof's going to be in the pudding.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, man. You got USC out there, Stanford, Washington. I mean, Washington State,
Colorado State.
I mean, it ain't no cupcake.
No, it's not a cupcake conference.
They're not a lot of.
They're not the SEC,
but they ain't Jackson.
Wally, Colorado has the top 2 defensive backs in the nation for 2 years running. At a college that has not had good football in 25 years. That's powerful recruiting, folks. That is powerful right there.
Jeez,
Let's get some quick college basketball before we go off the air right here. The Troy Trojans 13-8 overall this year. The Trojans won one and lost one this week. That's 2 weeks in a row they split like that. They're in the meat of the Sun Belt Conference schedule right now. They lost to James Madison at home by 1 bucket, 87-89. They beat ULM 77-53 in dominant fashion this week. The Trojans travel to play the Raging Cajuns down in Louisiana on Thursday, and then they swing over to Mobile Saturday and take on the South Alabama Jags. 2 road games this week.
Neil, like I say, Alabama 17-2, brother. 17-2, moved up to 4th in the rankings. As you said, they probably going to be ranked number 1 by the end of this
Houston
week.
lost today, and Kansas lost
yesterday, so that could be very interesting, man. And I tell you what,
we only got 30 seconds left, Wally. Auburn, Alabama both are representing the SEC this coming up Saturday in the SEC Big 12 Challenge. Alabama takes on Oklahoma, and Auburn takes on West Virginia. Auburn, Alabama need to step up to the plate, take care of the SEC Big 12 Challenge this week, don't you think?
Exactly, man. Go Kentucky.
And hey, Kentucky's playing better. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
See you.